we start as we always do with the off-court story of the year. We take a macro view of the Duffy Awards, and your nominees this year are conference realignment, Tate.
Nice.
The conference realignment feels like something that's been nominated every single year because it will not stop happening. Texas and we should have said this at the top that the Duffy season, as a reminder, goes from the second to last last year's Duffy's
airs. Yes.
Airs. Then
published
to now.
Yes.
So this is a very fluid process. We might change. We might get word from the committee as we're doing this that things have changed. So for those at home, that's the calendar year. I just wanted to make sure.
No, you're right. You're right.
So conference realignment is nominated for off-court story of the year. Of course, Texas and Oklahoma to the SEC. That was announced, and then everyone thought the Big 12.
Yeah, RIP the Big 12 was the big takeaway.
Houston, Cincinnati, BYU, and UCF coming to the Big 12. That is nominated for off-court story of the year. Also nominated is God a bandwagon fan?
Ooh.
Because we have the story of John Calipari sending an autographed basketball to Pope Francis in December. Who could forget that?
The man who made the song God's Plan is the face of bandwagon fans.
Right.
So,
Also, Penny Hardaway, as Memphis was struggling, asked for Memphis fans to please pray for the team.
Yes.
And also said, God's got us. So that was something we were monitoring all season.
Wasn't wrong.
Is God a bandwagon fan? Who is he pulling for?
Yeah.
Number 3 on the list, the Coach K Farewell Tour. You might remember that this was Mike Krzyzewski's final season at Duke.
Yeah.
And we heard about it throughout the season at various times.
Every day. Every single day. We're still hearing about it. It's supposed to be over, but we're still hearing about it.
We're still hearing about it.
That was the story of the summer, for sure. And then it just kept going.
It might be the
seasons
story.
Went away.
It might be nominated next Duffy's. We don't know. We'll see. Also nominated for off-court story of the year, name, image, likeness going into effect. Let these players get paid, Tate, for the love of God.
We've been begging for these kids to get paid for years.
Also nominated, handshake lines. Are we sure they're good? Are you allowed to touch another man on the elbow as you shake his hand, Tate? Let's discuss for the next 3 to 4 weeks on every college basketball program.
And as you have said, Juwan Howard, what did he do? I mean,
he struck a man. He did strike a man. Whether you believe handshake lines are good or not, we must start from a place of fact and work our way in whatever direction you want to take it. And that place of fact is that Juwan Howard struck a man.
No slapping, but there will be striking.
There will be striking. Also nominated for off-court story of the year, Dick Vitale's cancer battle, who I just saw yesterday officially rang the bell.
Yeah,
cancer free. He's out of the hospital.
We love you, Dickie V.
So shout out to Dickie V for that. Also nominated, the Emoni Bates experience as a whole.
Yes.
This was, if you followed the show, we love talking about the Emoni Bates experience, the ups and downs, the twists and turns.
Won the offseason, won the way too early offseason. Honestly, this is what Duke wins every single offseason. So the fact that Emoni Bates was able to supersede the Coach K Farewell Tour in the offseason, we can't forget that. So that's huge.
Also nominated the Maryland and Louisville job openings. Is Rick Pitino going to take both jobs? One job?
Yes.
Either job?
What Miller fits better?
What's the better job?
Yeah.
All of it was lingering.
A lot of Big Ten, ACC, arguments happening between Louisville and Maryland people.
It was all hovering over college basketball all season. That was fun to talk about. John Stockton was banned from Gonzaga games. That's also an off-court story of the year that's been nominated. Mark
I think he's banned from all games now.
He's banned from everything.
Yeah, he's banned from everything.
except his local 7-Eleven. They welcome him with open arms there.
Yes, Mark
Gottfried officially lost his asterisk. That was an off-court story that kind of flew under the radar.
Yeah.
But
that was his ring. That's his final thing.
Trent Johnson is officially Cal State Northridge's head coach, and Mark Gottfried is no longer
got fired. Mark got fired.
2 more nominees are Chris Beard's return to Lubbock. That was fun when he came back, and
a lot of finger pointing in the crowds.
And finally, on a more lighthearted note, Mark Few got a DUI in the offseason, which was nominated, and I'm not sure why.
The Academy, you can never. What can you do?
And the Duffy goes to.
Ooh, I'm nervous. I just want to see where the Academy is this year.
The Emoni Bates experience, Tate.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a worthy win. The Emoni Bates experience on this program certainly was something that it kind of
marvel at.
It became the Memphis experience. It became the Penny Hardaway experience. Emoni Bates the experience starts when he decommits from Michigan State.
Yes.
Which was noteworthy because as he committed to Michigan State, I believe his quote was, "I'm big on loyalty, and they've showed me all loyalty, so I have to show them love back."
Yes.
So he was a big loyalty guy.
And the prevailing wisdom was that he would never go to college. So like it was almost like if he would have gone to college, he would have gone to Michigan State. But obviously, this guy's going straight to the NBA.
But then he committed to Michigan State. He said loyalty is a huge deal to him. Then he decommitted from Michigan State. He opened his, if I remember correctly, he said, like, "Here are my finalists." You and I were discussing that the enrollment period for some of these schools had already passed.
Was passed. So, and he only had 2 options.
Yes.
And it turns out, remember the research, shout out to the friends of the program, someone found his email in the Memphis system about 3 days before it was reported that he committed to Memphis. So,
but also the late registration had already passed at Memphis, and he had to file like some like $200 fee. I don't know where he got that money.
FedEx.
And then Penny Hardaway hires Larry Brown and Rasheed Wallace. The season is not great. It starts out 6-5. They lose to Georgia. They lose to Tulane. They lose to Ole Miss.
Yes.
Emoni Bates disappears. He goes home to get his back fixed. That was every turn. And then Emoni Bates comes back. He's not really playing. Memphis is winning. They take Gonzaga.
Memphis State is like the prevailing team of the country.
They give Gonzaga a good game in the NCAA tournament. Every time you and I did a show and we looked at each other and we said, "What are we going to talk about?" I feel like talking about Coach K is something we've done enough of. What should we talk about today? We both just said Emoni Bates. Just Google Emoni Bates, hit enter. I'm sure something's going to come up. This is a worthy win, I believe.
And this is a huge upset because I think if you talk to anyone coming into the Duffy Awards, you said, "What is off-court story of the year?" Every single person says Coach K farewell tour. You guys talked about it all the time. How did that not win? But that shows you it's not us, it's the Academy. So congratulations to Emoni Bates, his first big win of his college career.
And also the Emoni Bates experience, not really his fault, but again, the Memphis experience ends with like the moment the clock hits 0 against Gonzaga, we find out that Penny Hardaway has like all these violations, and
it was like Mark Emmert and the NCAA were like waiting in the background, just like, we're gonna drop it on him. Drop the hammer.
So the Emoni Bates experience, it might continue.
I was gonna say there's a chance that he repeats. There's a chance that he repeats. It's not done. So congratulations, Emoni Bates, the first Duffy. Hey there, thanks for watching Titus and Tate. For the full friend of the program experience, subscribe right below and come join us for all things college basketball. The action is heating up. Come join Titus and Tate.